Hi, I'm Maria,
And I'm Brianna.
and thank you for joining us on this Sunday. Yeah, it's been a crazy auction. I've noticed that we've had fluctuations all over the place, and don't mind the geese in the background. They're perfectly happy. No one's being killed or run over, whatever. That sounds terrible, doesn't it, for Sunday? Anyway, so thank you for joining us. I want to thank all of our donors who donated so we could have this auction. And thank you to our friends for joining and sending us their money through the donations. And I don't know, it's auction money, right? It's donations still, but thank you. And to especially to some of our creators, because they're known in the world. If you got to, I'm practicing. I'm learning to talk on camera, so you can tell because I kind of rattle on. But then we have these. But the new language is creators, and these creators they create such beautiful little pieces like this. Beautiful. No, these are fun pieces, and they're really quite adorable. So I hope you saw them on our auction page. And then, of course, we have the Miss Coco here. And before we get started, I have to introduce you to Miss Coco so that you can see her in her. It's a very light. She was doing her afternoon grooming session. So I want to bring her over for you guys to meet her. Miss Coco.
Her assistant is bringing her over.
Yes, the assistant is.
Hi, baby. Oh, I know. Hello. Hey,
Hi,
baby.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
So this is Miss Coco, and she, of course, is our. Well, you may know, but some of you may not, that she's our ambassador. She came to us a couple of years ago, and she's been the star in our eye ever since. She didn't come from a good situation, and if you haven't seen her story, it's kind of a sad one, but it isn't anymore because she lives, walks, greets everyone who comes to the rescue. And if she thinks that people are being seen without her, she will let us know now. So she has found her voice and she lets us know. And she's much, her personality is coming through more and more every year that we have her, every day, actually. And so she's just one of the birds that you support with your donations. And of course, she's will wind up taking over the whole show if we let her, because she's that kind of being, that she's that kind of star, is that she just walks in and everybody wants to touch her, and she's obliges. She just puts her head down and lets you, whoever you are, pet her. And I've never seen her have an adverse reaction, except for when we're trying to give her a bath.
She does not enjoy bath time.
No, a bath time is something that she's like frustrated with.
But if that's the worst thing that she runs into, we're pretty happy with that.
So did you show them what her little dress says? It's a cute little dress. And just
says, which please?
Yeah. And so just so you know, we're not trying to dress up our birds and and make them cute in little pocket purses, purse birds. That's pocket parrots. That's not what we're doing here. She does have to wear a collar to protect herself because she does still mutilate. And I'm sorry if you're having this problem with your birds, but a lot of the reason why they mutilate is because of pain that they're having or dealing with inside. So that it causes her pain. So she goes and actually plucks at that area because she's feeling something from underneath, or that she has some problems underneath. And she does have scarring in her lungs because she was in a smoker's home. She has scarring with her little feet because they were broken because she kept getting off the stand. And she spent a lot of time in the closet because she made noise. So she doesn't make a whole lot of noise, and we every day have to encourage her to be her cockatoo self, because you may not enjoy the yelling, but the yelling is essential and is part of their health, their good health, their lung health. And they do have 2 lungs, but they also have air sacs, and all of that is very relevant for her. And she has to exercise them. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew we weren't just like, dressing her up and, parading her in front of people. She actually is wearing something that's protective for now. And then as soon as she goes off screen, she'll go into a pedal, this protective pedal. And Pam's protective pedal she's the one that sends it to us. So let me tell you, she's the bomb. Her product is the bomb. And she's got some new vests out too, because as you know, your bird is really smart. So you kind of have to keep working on outsmarting them. So she figured out how to get around this when she's really, really, being bothered. So she goes around it. So now she has to wear a vest. And that isn't all the time. Or sometimes she has to wear a neck brace. So that's see, oh, can we see? And at first, when we put her on the bureau, yeah.
What is that? What is that?
Okay, so they don't look alike, but it startled me because I thought she was on the buffet. And I was like,
no, this is definitely a well-made look-alike of Coco. Yeah. Isn't that right? Is that a little mini you?
So I hope you've auctioned on it, and want to make sure that you're enjoying the fine craftsmanship of this. Yes, I have to say this because we don't get to see that very often, because we have such big box stores and things come to us from manufacturers all over the world, and we don't take the time to appreciate that beauty of someone's work on our behalf. So thank you for that. Thank you, Miss Coco.
I may have given her a little kiss, and so we're gonna have to give her another bath because she's got a little lipstick.
Come here, let me give kisses.
You come here.
So Brianna, why don't you talk about little Elvis? So Elvis is one of our emergency little cases. He's a cockatiel. And he's an emergency case that we need to talk to you about.
So as we discussed earlier in our live streams, that our vet bills are ever mounting, and that does come to us because of birds like Elvis. Elvis is an incredibly sweet cockatiel, and he's been sick actually since June, and we've been working with our vet, and he has had cultures, he's had x-rays, he's had just about everything that we can do to try to figure out what is wrong. He will work on getting a bit better, and then he'll start to improve, and then it seems like he slides back. He's been living in an oxygen tank actually for a couple months actually at this point, to make sure that we keep him comfortable and safe.
It's okay.
He needs to go to UGA. He needs a CT scan. And this is our last chance at giving Elvis back his happy, healthy life. He was a fully flighted, happy, active cockatiel, and we would like to bring him back to that point. We are uncertain if this is a strange infection, if this is a antifungal or a fungal resistant infection, or if it is something like cancer. Or it could be a non-cancerous mass that is actually causing blockages in their very sensitive air passages, because he right now does have issues breathing, which is why he's been on the oxygen to keep him comfortable. So we need your help. It is going to, starting off with UGA is about $1,500 just for UGA to do a CT scan, take a look at him, and start further diagnosis process with him. But now we actually would like to show you a little video of little Elvis so you can see a little bit about what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. You okay, baby? Your hair looks a little swollen. Yeah. Are you okay? I know, I'm concerned too. So did we, I wanted to make sure that we didn't get Zob, just Zob, and that you saw a picture of him, because we couldn't stress him out too much because he is in an oxygen tent. And he's right now visiting with the cockatiels to keep him company and to come and visit with him. And we have found that having their friends that he's normally been in contact with before, that it helps him mentally recover as well. So we wanted just to let you know about Elvis because he is one of our emergency cases. So is there anything else you would like to add to that, Bea?
We have a few birds in our care that have complicated medical cases. This happens when we have birds of the numbers that we do. We have young birds who seem to have difficulty putting on weight after disease testing, after blood work, after doing cultures on them. And unfortunately, the next step for that is always going to be UGA. For Elvis, this is his only option to have a chance at coming back to health. So we will keep you guys updated, and I do hope that tonight, even if you did not bid on anything, that you'll make a donation towards him and donation towards our ever-growing vet bill so we can take care of little Elvis, but also so we can be there for birds like Chickaloo, who I mentioned is having issues with keeping her weight on. And the best way to diagnose the next step is a CT scan. That is the best in our ability, but as I've said before, those start around $1,000.
So the moral of the story is, if your alma mater is UGA, encourage them to cut some of these rescues a break, because we pay the same price you do. They're not flying to the south right now, are they? North, south.
Well, this is how you know we are live, because we are not stopping for geese.
So anyway, so I just wanted to bring that to you because there's a lot of stories. Well, actually, there's 162 of them. Are they all in the rescue? No, some of them are in foster. We have some great fosters. We have great fosters, not some. We have great fosters, and they help the birds that are in their care, and they've been selected to be in their care for a couple of different reasons. And a lot of times, as you know, rescue is not always for all of the birds. Some of them need a quiet environment to recover, to recoup, and to find their strength to do other things, because they're it's kind of a shock to them sometimes that their family has had to give them up for various reasons. Not all of them, very few of them are bad reasons. So of course we've talked about this before, so we don't want to be hating on people. We certainly don't encourage that kind of mentality, but taking care of a bird is not the easiest thing we'll ever do, and that's why we're there for you. We're there to be partners with you as you adopt birds and or get a new bird. So we want to make sure that we're there for you, as we've said before. So next, we're going to talk about, we've got some people who want to chime in today. And I think the first one we wanted to talk about or show you is Alex. He's one of our volunteers. And Alex and Caitlin, they're a couple. They actually have 2 kikes. And
so you know that they're a couple of crazy people because they have 2 kayaks.
Two. They actually volunteered for that.
They signed up for that on purpose.
So they signed up for it. So they're hilarious. But they were just at our rescue volunteering this morning, and we enjoy their company immensely. We enjoy their energy around the birds, and the birds enjoy them. So, but they have a video for us. So why don't we take a look and see what they have to say?
So the reason I love to Papayago is, I mean, there's a lot, but I mean, first off, the staff and the volunteers are all so much fun to be around. They're all so inviting. They're always willing to show you something, teach you something, be there for you, walk you through a new experience, maybe with a bird that you've never worked with before, which kind of leads me into the second point, which is just education. I never leave a volunteering sort of session without learning something that I can then, take back to working with my own birds. And then lastly, which is, the best part, you never know going there which birds are going to kind of just unshell themselves. It's an amazing experience to watch a bird come in scared, not sure what's going on, maybe from sort of a not so great household, and then seeing them finally come out of their shell and be social and be lively and interact and love on you and just see them become the bird they want to be. They wouldn't be able to do that without Papayago.
That was really nice of him to say. And every word is true. No, I'm just kidding.
We really appreciate volunteers like Alex for coming in and giving us their time and their energy in this. And because we know that we ask a lot. Hey, would you come in and help us wash 100 dishes? And would you help us sweep? Because the parakeets have decided that none of the seed in their cage should be in their cage. It should be out all over, everywhere, on everything. So
that's a nonstop job.
It is a nonstop job
from your birds. And that what we really enjoy is that we have a Papayago family, and we learn from them too, because they're wonderful contributing people, and we learn from them. We really enjoy having them. So we also want to talk about our reach, because we are I've been neglectful in learning multiple languages. That's really been a concern of mine, and because I really feel like we really need to be really reaching out to some of our Spanish-speaking people, because we acknowledge that I know that English is not our only language. Whether you feel that is the right thing or not, I would prefer to see myself, and I am learning. My son's learning, and my daughter is remembering a few things about her Spanish classes. But we want to be able to be there for all our peeps, not just the English-speaking peeps. So I just wanted to bring to you this video that we have of our good friend, Rocio Wallace. And she has been a volunteer for about, almost a year now. And she's really helped me understand that some of the way that I set up stories and so forth, it doesn't always translate as well. So I'm working on that. Yeah, it is something that's really important for us to be able to communicate better. I need to communicate better so I can reach more people. And so let's listen to Chio as she talks about, she gives you, speaks out to our Spanish speaking audience.
Hola, mi nombre es Rocío Wallace y este es mi chiquito Jade. Quiero contarles un poco de cómo ha cambiado mi vida después de que encontramos a esta magnífica organización de rescate de aves, Papayago Rescue House. Hace más de un año, durante la pandemia, mi hijo menor, Connor, empezó a buscar en las páginas de internet porque él estaba interesado en tener una ninfa, cockatiel. Y encontró la página de María, de Brianna, y los contactó. Al paso del tiempo, bueno, encontramos a este chiquito, Jade, y me enamoré de él. Jade tiene un pasado un poquito difícil. Él sufrió abuso, pero el destino nos trajo, nos unió, mejor dicho, ¿no? Y hoy en día Jade es parte de nuestra familia. Quiero agradecerle a María y a Brianna el que nos hayan abierto sus puertas, porque no nada más nos han enseñado como seres humanos a ayudar y a contribuir a nuestra comunidad, pero también nos han educado de alguna manera para poderles dar una mejor vida a estas aves hermosas que nos brindan, aparte de cariño, alegría y felicidad día a día. María, Brianna, muchas gracias nuevamente por todo su apoyo, por toda la enseñanza y por el tiempo que nos dedican a nosotros como seres humanos y a estas aves hermosas.
De nada. That makes me so happy. We just adore you. Thank you so much, Chio. So now we're going to check in. Brianna's going to help us check in on some of our items and see how they're doing, and start to begin to close out a few of them. So which one are we doing?
We are going to talk about one of the little mini parrots that we have. These have been quite popular. I think we need to start with the little Goffin.
Oh, really? So where are we with the bids?
So our little Goffin actually has raised. Now I know this is not right. All right, now it's my turn to have technical difficulties, because now here's a little hint for everybody looking at the bids. Facebook has been doing this thing where it wants to show you only relevant comments instead of all comments. To me, all comments are relevant. Hey. So right now, unfortunately, it is showing me only relevant comments because I am pretty sure that this little baby has a $125 bid on it.
What?
Yes.
Now, I love me some Goffins. I think if you don't know, you haven't seen me, I'm my best friend. My bestie is a Goffins. She puts up with a lot for me, so I love her dearly. But our Goffins, when you're a Goffin's mom, you're a Goffin's mom. You're like, so yeah, I would personally bid, but that's against the rules. So let's see who we have going. Do we know do we have anyone that's wanting to bid before we close it out as we're looking for the highest bidder? Let me see.
I do believe that it was Sally who had the $125 bid. Thank you, Sally.
So I would say, what number is that, B?
That is, it ran away. A little behind the scenes. I'm trying to pull up these items so that we can tell you the numbers and close them out. But of course, technology does not always want to work with us. So I will get back to you on the number.
Well, I'm looking too, because I'm really interested in knowing who won this, because I'll be by at your house, and if it goes missing, it's 158. So it's item 158. So if you want to make any last minute bids, now's the time to do it. Although I don't really want you to overbid Sally, because, yep, definitely. Okay. So Sally is the winner of our, I'm sorry, I forgot to bring my reading glasses. So maybe I'm wrong, but I'm seeing, there you go, Lauren. Lauren. Okay. So it says Lauren, Sally has outbid you.
Yes. So I have an iPad in front of me, Dawn, that is not letting me show all the comments, because I know Lauren put in a bid for 105, but then I know that Sally came back with a higher bid for this precious little Goffin.
So but I'm showing Lauren.
I'm telling you, it is showing only relevant comments, not all comments. Because as
Damn.
Dawn said,
Oh, that's
that we should be able to
right.
drop down and choose all comments. But for some
Oh.
reason on my
All
iPad,
comments.
it's
Got
not
it.
letting me do this.
Okay,
So,
that's right. I'm sorry. So Sally came in with 125. That's right. She is now current bidder at 125. Going once. Going twice.
done. Yay, Sally!
I need a
Yeah,
hammer.
gavel. Want a gavel?
Gavel. Yes, sold to Sally. Congratulations, Sally. That just
Yay!
settled me.
Thank you, Sally.
Sally.
So much for your love and support and being able to take home this beautiful little coffin.
Okay, who are we going to now? Oh, you know what though? Now I got to change it to all. We have a tie between Bill Martin and Linda Kavanaugh. Linda is one
On which
of
item?
Sorry. Yeah, that would be important too. The gala.
Our
156,
little-
item 156. So we have a tie. I don't know how we can have a tie, but just like we can't see everything, they probably didn't see it. But just so you know, the gala. And yes, we've had a couple in, and they're nervous little birds, but they're amazing little birds. And you have to work a lot with training them. So if you ever thought you wanted a gala, come in and meet, some of the galas that we know that's been through our rescue. And we board a cute little one. He does the wave, Ruby.
He goes, hi.
He's like, hi.
Hi.
Cute
I go,
as anything.
I'm like, hi, how you doing? He's like, hi. He with his little foot.
So we have a tie. So let's go on to another one. The hyacinth.
Oh,
Woo!
yes.
55.
And I know a very special person put in a bid for the hyacinth.
It's funny. I see no bids.
Well, it's showing on my side that Kim Hannah.
Kim. Oh my God. I love that lady.
Kim this is not the hyacinth.
That's
Kim,
not the hyacinth.
I know. That's what I just said. Kim is from
Very special.
We're
I'm
a mess, y'all. We're a mess going live. This is fine.
I'm practicing. I'm working on it. I'm learning.
We're not professionals. We're professional bird wranglers, and that is about it.
Hey, you should see me pick up a bird, any bird. I can hug them. Before they know it, they've been taken down.
They've been kissed. They've been loved.
Yes,
and
groomed.
And groomed.
Yes.
So Kim put in a bid of $30 on this very special little plushie. And if you don't know,
Plushie.
I
was going to say that
crochet.
Doesn't it have kind of a weird connotation, plushie.
don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't CSI. That's where I learned it from. So that's probably not even true. But so
well, Kim put in a $30
that's
bid
nice
on this one. So we're going to see if anybody is here who wants to match our match and beat our $30 bid on this very cute little. If you don't know, Kim is from a rescue called East.
That's and her calendars are on sale, by the way.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, they're really cute.
They are so cute.
And if I were a sanctuary, I would be like Kim. I want to. I want to grow up and be like Kim, because not only does she do all of this and she gets calendars and so forth, but she also she does it herself a large part. So if you're in that area, you really should check into volunteering with her, because she's got really nice birds, and she runs a top-notch sanctuary. And she's just an amazing person. And every living thing, she's like the Snow White. She's like, oh, and spiders.
She's got bees on her.
She doesn't mind. She does not mind spiders, snakes. It doesn't matter. She saved a snake. I think it was last year. She saved a hornet one year. That was very interesting. I thought, oh, for sure that nope, she didn't even think about stinging her. And that's that's what's amazing. Me, I still get bit, but not her. She just walks into the yard and turkeys, and they're looking in the window. Oh my God.
Let me in.
Go.
Feed
And she has
me.
oh my God, you have to check out her site, her website, her Facebook site. It's called East. And trying to type in East is not a necessarily easy thing. I think somebody kind of deliberately squatted on her name, excuse the expression, but I think sometimes that happens to us people trying to do a good deed, and somebody kind of tries to come muscle their way in. But it's Exotic Avian Sanctuary of Tennessee. And her name is Kim Hanna, and
And nobody has put in a bid yet.
And
to beat her.
So we're going to say, after all that, we gave you a little time, but I really am happy that she'll get something that she wants, and get one of her calendars. We have one of her calendars. So yeah, Brianna bought it for me this year. So
I
really
had to buy
happy.
her the calendar. We love Kim. We love East. And I had to go ahead and buy her, I had to buy Maria the calendar so that she can have her own East calendar.
Yeah,
but
and I have it right up on the wall in front of my desk.
A little sidetrack, a little hinty hint. There might be another calendar that we'd be telling you that you have to go buy soon. So just throwing that out there that you might be getting a little preview soon of a calendar that might have some familiar birds in it. Well, congratulations, Kim, on winning this great little baby.
You
Yay,
won.
you won. Now, Maria, do we want to talk about another volunteer that changes our lives on a weekly basis?
Yes, we do, because yeah, Jennifer is amazing. She's been with us for gosh,
3 years now, I believe that she's
been 3 years.
I think
already?
it's been about 3 years.
I don't know why she comes every week, and well,
It's
I
like
do know
clockwork.
why she does, but you know what I'm saying? It's because it's a lot of work and a lot of effort, and yet she has a nice word to say to all of them, and she just is amazing with the birds. And so Jennifer actually has a video for us to see. So let's hear from Jennifer.
My name is Jennifer, and I came to Papayago to volunteer after finding them on Pet Finder, and I was researching having a bird, and I'm really glad that I found Papayago because I have learned so much. I never knew really anything about birds, and they are really great about educating you and teaching you about the bird's needs. And I didn't end up taking a bird home because I couldn't pick just one. I love them all, and I get to love them at the rescue. I've continued coming because of the birds. They all have their own wonderful little personalities and their own little sounds they make and their own little quirks, and it's really fun to get to know them. And it's really gratifying to see them find new homes, forever homes, and we're a little sad to see them go, but then we get to help more birds and meet more birds, and it's really a lot of fun, and I love it.
Wow. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for coming every week to the rescue to help us take care of the parrots in our care. You really have made a difference over the years, and we are so appreciative of you, of spending your time with us, your energy with us. And I just love you, man. I really do.
Love you.
We absolutely love you. And thank you for sending in your video. And thank you again, just for your constant support. If you are interested in volunteering with us and coming in and working with over 140 parrots at a time, because that is about how many we have in the rescue currently. We mentioned 160 earlier. We do have foster homes, but if you want to actually come in and work with over 100 parrots at one time, you can go to our website, papayagorescuehouse.org, and under get involved is volunteer.
Thank you, Bree. I wanted to say thank you for the wine because I think I need to cut you off now. So we have this lovely bottle of wine that was given to us by Dawn and Julie. And Dawn is from
Birdie Box Bird Toys.
She has to help me with that because it's a mouthful for me. And then Julie Wooten, another fave of ours. She has Waddle on In. That's
the cutest name for a duck rescue that you've ever done. Did see?
Yeah, done did see.
She's
all over the place rescuing. She makes me feel like a couch potato. She's all over the state of Georgia, and her bailiwick is ducks, because somebody, I'm sure none of you, buys ducks and then thinks, once they get bigger that they can release them into ponds, local ponds or their neighborhood pond or what have you. And that is not a good idea. They're not meant to be out there. And because that happens, so many of them are injured. They're, maimed. So it's not something we want to show pictures of, but it's not what they deserve. It's certainly not something that they should have to endure because people just don't know any better. And I'm hoping that you don't know any better. So if you go onto Craigslist and or you see on Facebook people are selling baby ducks or what have you, you can always start. If you see something, say something. That they don't belong out there. They just don't. They belong in people's. People have ducks on their property. They have to be in safe little homes. That is hawk and raccoon resistant, and that's a lot. Raccoons took off a wing off of one of our birds, not while we had him, but that's how he came to us. And he's another one of our. We have another success story, but I don't know if you remember him. But
if they were following while Bullseye was with us, they would remember.
Yeah.
Bullseye, who's now being christened Bonnie Bonsai Bullseye. Bonnie Bonsai Bullseye.
Good.
And he is, or she actually, I believe that we found out, is a spunky little Timna Gray who, when we were just 1 year old, had a raccoon take off our wing while we were in a improper aviary outside.
On a screen porch. So, and that raccoons, they have hands, so they can reach in to very small areas. And, we'll stop there. But as you can well imagine, it's still going to be traumatic for the bird.
I have a very important update to bring. Caitlin has said she will not cut me off if I come to her house. So after this, I will be coming over to Caitlin's house.
Yeah, I was going to say, but this is a really fine glass of wine. You cannot, I'm sure Caitlin has nothing to follow this up because this one's a really good one.
This is a very good glass of this is very good wine. Thank you, Julie and Dawn.
You can see that she's got all that color in her. Okay.
Well, that's just from one sip. We can't count that.
It was more than a sip. Anyway, so here we have
our next item.
This yes, it's item 126. We're closing up the bidding on this one. And it's what is it?
It's a necklace. It is a necklace. It is from Zales, the diamond store.
That's Jared's. Never mind.
It is a blue topaz and white sapphire pendant in sterling silver. And the current bid on this item is, I believe it is $55. It is. Bruce Rice is currently taking the lead with $55. This piece was actually listed as $99 when it first came out. So, this is still an amazing deal on a wonderfully donated necklace.
Well, that's, I know the lady who would be on the receiving end of this. She's one of our faves too. And she's in Chile. And if you're watching, we miss you.
We do miss you.
We can't wait for you to come home, and your babies miss you too. your babies. So anyway, so do we have a going once? Going twice?
Oh.
Sold.
Sold.
Just kidding. Donated. What's the term? If it's, I guess it would be sold.
It is still a
Still a
donation.
sale, yeah.
It is still a donation. Your money is still going to the parrots. Maria and I do not actually pull any sort of income currently because everything that comes in has to go to the parrots, has to go to their care, their food, their toys, the roof over their head, the lights that turn on. It's everything goes towards them. And please, I have to stress this again, our vet bills have grown immensely. 2021 has seen an increase in surrenders. We thought that we were getting a lot of surrenders in 2020, and then 2021 came rolling around, and everybody's situations have been changing. We've had a lot of people who have been moving, who have had to surrender birds. We've had, sick family members. We've had family members pass away, and other people take on, take the, who can't take on these parrots because, their family member would have them for 27 years. And then somebody's like, I'm not ready to take on a blue and gold macaw. I'm not ready to take on that African gray. And that's when Papayago is here.
And just so you know.
Can I talk about the cockatiels that came in?
No.
The 3?
Well, yeah. Well, give us a little minute because you're excited about that, and they're freaking adorable. But I think that we need to do
another item.
Another item, and something just came across that I was thinking. I hope you all know that training birds or working with birds is not something that people get. It's not like it's not intuitive. So if you're thinking that one day you're going to get this magic mojo, it doesn't really work that way. Trust goes a long way with a bird, but it also depends on the species of how much you can you develop the trust, you develop a working relationship with them as you should, and it shouldn't be a mate bond. Although we see a lot of people loving to cuddle and hold their birds a lot, but I just wanted to let you know that there are ways of helping you. You just have to not wait until you're fed up. And so we have ways, and it's not rocket science, although rocket science is nowhere near as hard as a parrot, just saying. So we have help for you. Just don't wait until you're so pissed off that you don't want to hear any of your options. And we have them on our surrender form, just so you know, is that there are ways of helping. Send an email, I want to have dialogue with you, but right now I've gotten to the point where it's very difficult to have that conversation with you, either at the rescue or after I get home from the rescue.
If nothing else, because it's hard to hear you at the rescue.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of birds who want our attentions. So please, give us a little right. I don't know if you guys can hear that I am having a very active goose chime in as we are sitting here on this beautiful porch at an undisclosed location.
Okay, so we have
our next item.
And it is this lovely one. And it looks similar, but it's not the same. Because let me show it to you.
It is very similar, but it is different.
I feel like one of those people that, like Lulu something, like this. And we'll just be quiet while the geese go and feed and take off. So there's this one that's already been won. And then, wait, they really look alike.
There are different though, but they are both blue topaz and white sapphire. And we have a bid for, I just had it, Judy Wiseman, $75.
Wow.
Thank you, Judy.
Oh,
we
and
are
she's
so-
another one of our creators. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. She's one of our other creators. I mean, if you're in the parrot world, you've heard of her, I'm sure, because she does a lot of parrot art.
I almost hope you guys can hear these guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna write Judy. Sorry.
Well, you haven't given anybody else a chance.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Gotta give everybody
Going
else
once.
a chance.
Going twice. So
Thank you, Judy.
thank you, Judy.
Thank you. We are so appreciative of everybody who, has been in these
Me writing.
heated bidding wars that a couple of these items have brought out.
Just be nice.
Everybody's been nice. Everybody's
good.
been polite.
Let's be nice.
Everybody's been nice.
I feel like an anchor woman now. See, I should have just not gone into IT once upon a long time ago and done anchoring. I'm sure that me and the wine would have done just fine. Okay, who are we doing next?
Should I talk about the cockatiels now?
Fine. Talk about the cockatiels, although they're freaking adorable. I keep saying
They
that.
are freaking adorable.
Which ones?
Named currently Kitty, Puppy, and Buddy. These are three beautiful cockatiels that came to us after their mom. She lost her home. She had to go through an eviction, and very last minute, she was like, "I've been trying to find a place to take them. I've been trying to do my best by them. I've been trying my damnedest and giving it my all, but I need help." So of course we agreed. We did talk to her about options about, in the future when, life has changed for her, but she decided that for the best for these guys is that they come to us and they work on finding their next homes. But these are just examples of the birds that have been surrendered to Papayago Rescue House this year through situations that are not due to the birds. Puppy, Kitty, and Buddy did not lose their homes because they're messy, they're noisy, they're too chatty, they're biting, or anything like that. They are very sweet cockatiels who are going to be looking for their next home soon.
Very soon. And then we have Jen and Ash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jen and Ash, the male and female. We typically don't put male and females together because, he just always wants to get busy and she's got other plans. So, but these two also seem to be quite bonded. So Jen and Ash, they do need a good home that will allow them to get some flight time. They need a flight cage, one bigger than we recommend for a single cockatiel. We actually don't recommend a single cockatiel, and especially when you're gone all day. Yeah, it's better to do two, at least two buddies, because we have a lot of males. But so Brianna's trying to tell me to move it along. I do know her subtleties. So
I am preparing the next item for us to show you. This is one that is a great example of a bidding war that has been going on. This is our beautiful handmade steampunk bolt action antique pewter and copper pen.
And I believe Robert Tyson, I forgot. I'm so sorry, Robert. But he has a cockatoo that he's had forever. And he donated this for our auction 2 years ago. And this is, it looks like a bullet to me. So if you're into steampunk, this really shows
Did you say
well.
stinkpunk?
No, I said steampunk. And that's still a thing, right?
It absolutely is.
It says steampunk zebra. I don't know what zebra about it, but.
Zebra wood?
Oh, is there such a thing?
I believe there is such a thing as zebra wood.
Really? Can the birds chew it?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Okay, well, never mind. Okay, so
We would not recommend that this becomes a parrot toy.
Yeah, no. And that's probably why it's still in good condition, because Robert would know if it was bad for his bird or not, because he's managed to keep that bird alive through all the stuff that people used to say. So, like, I don't know.
The latest bid on this item came in 3 minutes ago.
Woo!
Yes, Matt I'm gonna
Governale.
Governale.
Yay!
Yay, Matt! Matt has put in a bid for $70.
Okay, so let's give it a minute and say, Matt, congratulations if you win this. Because, you're...
Matt's one of our regulars.
Yeah, he's one of our regulars, and he's very kind. And I know that, you don't think we see your comments and everything, and it's kind of hard to say, say something to everyone, but I just wanted to let you know, Matt, we
appreciate you, man.
Linda, we see you. We see you every time. We're so thankful that you follow us, because we're just happy to see you, and it makes it all worthwhile. So thank you. But anyway, so going once,
going twice.
Going twice.
I'm not seeing anything else come in. Let me refresh real quick just to make sure. I don't want to say wrong. I think his $70 is standing. Yes, Matt, congratulations.
He's like, oh, no, just kidding.
Hey, that is a cool piece of work.
I'm going to close this case, this nice, very, very nice case that came in, and save it for you, Matt.
Yay, Matt.
Matt is the winner of 106.
Yes.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Well, we actually have already been on for about an hour. Is there any stories left that you want to share with our amazing followers?
Amazing followers.
They are. We have amazing followers. We just have to say thank you again to everybody who bid for these amazing bidding wars we had going on, for everybody who donated items to our auction, and people who shared and were liking and talking and getting everybody, then getting their friends involved, and just everybody who hyped us up. We appreciate you so very much.
Is Heidi on by any chance?
I have not seen Heidi make a comment.
Oh, that's right. She had to do something. That's
Mm-hmm.
why she couldn't be with us.
But we do have to say a very special thank you to Heidi.
Well, we already did. We talked about her as the creator. But what I wanted to ask you, Heidi, was someone said that they would donate $200 if you were to make 2 crows and 2 red cardinals. And so I wanted to ask you if you felt
we'll reach out to Heidi
compelled to do that. And also, I wanted to ask her another question, but I don't remember. I forgot. So sorry, I forgot. But she has a little Coco just like ours, but her name is not Coco. And Coco's name came with her.
They saw her. They saw her sweet baby.
That was a really good video.
If you watched our auction starting on, I think that was Friday night. That feels like a long time ago. It has been a busy weekend.
It was a long time ago.
So I don't have anything else to add. Is there anything?
Are we only supposed to be on for an hour? We do have a production team though, and they're like doing this, like look over here and look over here, and so we're like, so we're trying. Well, they're waiting for us to catch up to them because they're professional and we're not. So they're like, you're supposed to look at the camera. Hello. But I just wanted to thank them.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I don't remember your business name off the Access something.
We'll put out a special thank
you.
But
I'll put something out on there
because Tony and Chio really have been working overtime on this for us so that we can look like we know what we're doing, even when we don't.
Right. So thank you guys back there behind the cameras. Thank you. And then Connor's over there dozing off with.
He's still Coco's assistant, Connor, because she has more than one assistant, has been working on keeping her nice and comfortable and cozy. So I do want to say thank you for everybody who joined us this evening and for spending your time with us. Don't want to keep you too much longer. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, it's always a good time when we talk with you and meet with you outside of the birds. Although
We couldn't get
I
away
feel
from
more
birds.
comfortable around the birds a lot. And it's not because I don't like you. It's just because when, working with the birds is something that I have just become so accustomed to working with them on one-on-one. But if we're starting up classes soon, we have volunteering open. It's open nonstop. Right now, we're not taking young people in. We love our young people, but we have to have a certain amount of them to keep the energy balanced in the rescue, because kids' energy runs high, and then we have very hyper birds, and we can't have that because mama can't handle that anymore. Just can't handle that anymore. So anyway, is there anything we needed to
We'll let everybody know the winners. Bidding does end on 7 o'clock tonight for
7.
items that were not shown here today in this wonderful live stream. So bidding ends 7 o'clock tonight. So if there was an item that you were really hoping to get and was not shown tonight, go put in those last minute bids. We will be contacting you about payments via PayPal,
it's
Venmo.
time to pay the payer.
Gotta pay, sorry. And then we will be scheduling pickups. And then if you are living out of state, then, we will be organizing shipping. The auction does not end here. There will be some work to be done, but we'll make sure that everybody gets these beautiful items.
And if you're curious about shipping, that's above the price of the item, because I have no idea where you guys are going to be. And of course, we're in the U.S. Although we had someone from France buy one of our Redbubble T-shirts of Coco last night. So I was really happy to see that our T-shirts are getting around the world. And so thank you, merci beaucoup. Is that how we would say it? Well, of course not.
I sure hope so, because I have no idea.
I'm sure there is a much more refined way of saying it, because they do sound refined even if they're telling you to piss off. But thank you so much for getting a Redbubble. Yeah, go to Redbubble. You'll see some of our merchandise that also supports, because, we're working for the money. We're working hard for the money for these babies. So go to Redbubble and get yourself a T-shirt. And yeah.
All right.
I think
Thank
that's
you
it.
all so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you spending time with us. We hope that you have a great rest of your night. Bye, everybody.